Right, okay, this is the angel hug for Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the 5th, 6th and 7th of October. Right, so I'm just going to have a shuffle and see what happens. And it's been such an interesting week. I'm not going to comment any further on that. I just want to see what the cards bring. Right, okay, so career transitions. Friday, once again, for people who are really looking at changing career, because, and I've got to put this in context here because this card does come up quite a lot, and not everyone is in a career transition, but the reason this keeps coming up is because we are being brought so much into alignment with what's true as we go through more and more of these waves of ascension and raise our frequencies. And that also means that we therefore, as we become more of who we truly are, find it increasingly difficult to live a lie in terms of what we're doing and what we came here to do. So as we go through those changes and we come more into contact, more into connection with who we truly are, there will be questions for some people, for a lot of people who haven't already done this work, regarding, am I really doing the right thing? Am I really comfortable here? Am I really expressing myself creatively? Am I really serving humanity? Am I working from love? Am I creatively and spiritually satisfied? Do I really feel like I'm in alignment with what I am or what I'm feeling myself as at this particular point? So there are going to be some wake-up calls, and today feels like, Friday feels like a really good day for just really coming to terms with that. So it's a good way to start the weekend. It's a nice way to be moving forward into anything that you might do on Saturday around journaling or thinking things through, working out what you're going to be doing for the coming week, and maybe reassessing and balancing over the weekend how you're going to start to prepare the next steps. It might just be that the career you're in requires some sort of a change or a transition in terms of how you do it, how many hours you spend doing it, or where you do it. Or it might be time for a complete change. But Friday is a good day to start evaluating that. Okay. Looking at Saturday, right, the moon cycles card, a week after the full moon. So really it's just a reminder that this is a good time to be releasing and to be looking at things that no longer serve us, looking at things that we need to let go of now. And just relating it to Friday, I would say that it's definitely to do with career, or to do with anything that you spend the majority of your time doing and that you would call your vocation, your purpose, your reason for being here. If you don't have that resolved yet, in your heart and mind, if you're still feeling a little bit lost around it, then I would say it would be a good time to journal around surrendering the feeling of being lost, surrendering control, surrendering the need to know the next steps right now, and connecting, allowing ourselves through that surrender, through releasing the fear, allowing ourselves to connect with that purer, more dynamic essence that always does know and always has known since the beginning. And if you're in a stage where you're about to let go of an old career that doesn't suit you anymore, then it's time to feel your way into releasing old patterns around work, old behaviors, old habits of selling yourself short, or of doing things because you think it looks good or it will satisfy someone else's idea of what success is, or someone else's idea or society's idea of what's the right thing to do. Tap into the core of yourself and commit to releasing anything that isn't true to that. I mean, if you're looking for stuff to release, that would be a nice big one that covers pretty much everything. Right, okay, so, and there's about another week or so of that full moon energy continuing. It's not quite as potent as it was last weekend. However, that, you know, that's that, and this is this. Right, Sunday, appreciating divine order and just really coming into that sense of being in the right place for right now and not trying to look too far ahead, just being very aware that what came before didn't necessarily seem ideal, but it was absolutely right because of where it has put you now, because of where you are. So really it's about stepping into the moment, enjoying the moment, taking it for what it is, seeing it for what it is, and appreciating all of the learning of the past. So the card says, and it's Archangel Raguel's card, and it says, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. And this is quite useful actually for people who feel that they've lost out on things, or that things are not quite going the way that they'd hoped they would, possibly because of material circumstances. Just remember that there isn't really ultimately anything that we can lose, because what we really have is who we are, who and what we are. That's the most precious gift that we have to give, and it's the richest thing that we actually have to enjoy right now. And it will become deeper and deeper, that richness, as we begin to appreciate that there is a divine plan for everything at this time, and that's for us collectively and individually. And Archangel Raguel is regarded as the angel of justice and fairness. So just understand, and you can actually see the scales in the card, and it's all very Libran as well. So we're very much in that Libran energy of fairness and balance. We've got the card of divine order and the balancing of the karmic scales, and we've also got Archangel Raguel. So it's really a question of us understanding that as much as we fight and struggle against our true nature, which is love, and our true destiny, which is fulfillment of knowing ourselves as love, there is ultimately that plan, and we are moving towards it quite swiftly, contrary to what other appearances might be. So do whatever you need to do to create more of an understanding of that within yourself. And if that does lead you to become more active in a particular area, then do that. If it brings you into more stillness and vibrating and creating that dynamic presence and vibration of love, that frequency of love, then do that. But basically this is a weekend for coming into a very powerful awareness of who you are and what you individually are here to do. We all are created with different functions and different roles in mind according to our passions, our abilities, and our nature, and what we can do, what we feel drawn to do, and how we feel drawn to behave, and what we feel drawn to contribute. And if you are feeling very much in tune with that loving vibration, then feel that, amplify it, spread it. And if you feel that you are very much full of that fiery warrior activist vibration, then do something. The only thing that isn't true right now is for any of us to be sitting around thinking, oh, that person's not being very active, they're just wafting around talking about angels, or that person isn't being very loving, they're being all angry and active. It's not the time for us to really be looking sideways at each other and criticizing. It's the time for us to be coming into our own hearts and amplifying what we are and what we truly love, because it's through that love that we really feel compelled and motivated to act and to spread the message that we came here as unique individuals to spread. Okay, everyone, I hope that's really, really clear for you, because it feels like a really, really important weekend in this shift. And whatever you do, whatever else you do, enjoy it. And I'll be back on Monday. Bye.